Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about people throwing a hissy fit over the new trailer for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Which, it's... okay, fine. Look, before I continue and show you the reactions, I thought Ghostbusters Afterlife was just barely an average movie. As in, it lacked most of what made the original Ghostbusters good. But in comparison to the Ghostbusters 2016, it was like miles ahead. It was actually closer to the two original movies than the actual 2016 one. It had some funny moments, but it had a lot of woke moments that eventually ruined the immersion, and using teens or teenagers to portray the characters, it just did not feel good. It felt generic, to say the least. For instance, one of the wokest moments in there is the little girl being a literal genius and knowing exactly how and what to build on the equipment of her grandfather than anybody else. That felt so out of touch with reality. There were obviously a few moments in there that definitely felt like Ghostbusters, but it's just not there. And a few allusions in there of people not believing in the supernatural, especially after what I assume was literally an event known worldwide in New York, with the puff guy thingy walking around. No, nothing. Okay, then. They acted as if the supernatural was not there, but the special effects were far, far better than the 2016 one. At least I can assure you on that one. But anyway, let's continue here. Here is the reaction. Master of the TDS is doing God's work here. Go check him out and give him a follow. This is epic. Anyway, I'm going to read what he says, and then I'm going to cover some of the screenshots. Sony Pictures has revealed the first trailer for the sequel of Ghostbusters Afterlife, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Many people had various reactions to the trailer, ranging from excitement to bemoaning the fact that they are going back to the kids rather than just doing a Ghostbusters movie with adults. Exactly. Keep Paul Rudd, I think. Yeah, I think that's his name, Paul Rudd, some of the original cast, obviously, because some of them actually died. Rest in peace. And teach the teenagers, those kids were annoying as fuck. Anyway, however, when the Ghostbusters gets brought up, who is it gonna call? That's right, the Twitter X weirdos are back to scream about Ghostbusters 2016 not getting a sequel. The film that actually was a massive, massive flop and a massive, massive stain on a lot of people who worked on it. A literal woke disaster that it was a complete and unwatchable garbage. I fell asleep in the last, 30 minutes of the movie or more? I don't even know. The last bit that I remember was them on some sort of building, next to a building, and they were hunting something, and then I woke up and they were in some sort of concert or thereabouts. And then I don't remember anything else. That's literally the memories I have from Ghostbusters 2016. Anyway, screaming about Sony catering to man babies, saying Ghostbusters 2016 was better than any other Ghostbusters movie, and even claiming a sequel to Ghostbusters 2016 will make $1 billion after the success of Barbie. Are you goddamn fucking kidding me? Who's the actual retard who actually suggested that? Well, you're going to see because it's right here in the screenshots. Here's one. I hate how Ghosbusters 2016, which isn't a great movie by any means, is the last one that actually tried to be a straight comedy instead of trying to make some weirdly serious action adventure shit out of a movie that had Dan Aykroyd getting a ghost blowjob. You absolute troglodyte. The Ghostbusters actually had some comedy in it, but they were mostly action comedy, had a lot of action, and the comedy was mostly on the background, mostly delivered by the actions of the characters that the actors were playing. The actors in there were doing some jokes here and there, but it was serious in its tone, and it wasn't retarded like Ghostbusters 2016, in which the jokes were literally forced, kind of like trying to force a fart when you have diarrhea. I'm pretty sure that the results are not going to be pretty. Right. Let's keep going. They took the criticism of the... you know what? Let's do a proper voice.
They took the criticism of the 2016 movie from Super Dorks way too seriously. And that movie approaches to the material wasn't the problem. The jokes didn't really land. And now they're making movies based on 40-year-old nerds' memories of playing with Ghostbusters toys.
Some people are really retarded. Like this guy. Here's another one.
People keep asking why this series has so much reference, and the answer is simple. Ghostbusters 2016 came out fresh off the heels of Gamergate. And the rising Grifter movement. And to justify it in that movie, they made the original a bespoke piece of Western culture.
Yeah. You can literally go fuck yourself. Here is one idiot. I'll say this forever always. It was a 16 Ghostbusters. Better than any other Ghostbusters film, and that includes the original series. Yeah, that literally is a retard. I wonder if he's capable of actually tying his shoes in the morning. Can he? Is he able to actually go to the toilet and take a piss? I'm assuming that's a he, not a she. It? Maybe? You know what? Let's just do the Disney action, the Disney process. Put a chick on it, make it lame and gay. Right. Here's the other idiot.
I'm never gonna forgive people for telling me Ghostbusters Afterlife was a good movie. That was genuinely one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
No, it's literally not one of the worst movies I have ever seen. It's just slightly average. Or really forcing itself to be average. That's it. I wouldn't say it's the best. I would definitely say it's not the worst. But in comparison to the 2016 one, trust me, it's a masterpiece. And it still pisses me off that we were cheated from getting a sequel to Ghostbusters 2016! Because a legion of whiny crying fanboys were upset that we ruined their childhood. 2016 was a fantastic film and doesn't deserve the hate it gets. I do love Afterlife though. Ghostbusters! Well, before I continue, here is something more interesting, a trailer. Right, continuing. Right, let's go and take out this guy here who looks a bit like a neckbeard.
It's so funny that the 2016 Ghostbusters would probably... would probably be well received and make $1 billion in a post-Barbie world, but then I'm stuck with Jason Reitman making uncomfortable series and referential nostalgia trips for middle-aged dads.
Well, let me put it this way. I don't think it will even reach 1 billion, and I don't think it will even come close to it. In fact, I think it would be literally on the same level of failure that it was the original when it finally came out. Because nothing smells like a total failure like watching Ghostbusters 2016 in current year. Good lord, that movie was bad. That movie was atrociously bad. It was horrible. It's potentially one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And that's saying something. Because we even had Wokeminator, and that one I haven't even bothered to watch. And we had a lot of bad movies out there. I mean, there's the Marvels coming up. And that one is preparing itself to be one of the worst movies ever, at least based on the leaks. There's still a lot of garbage going on, but hey, we're gonna see how bad this thing is, you know, Marvels. And then there are other crap movies, Strange Worlds. There's a lot of garbage that Disney released, like the current Star Wars and a bunch of retarded nonsense, but details. Here's one other retard. Was potentially a neckbeard as well, as I'm pretty sure he, whatever, has beards. Anyway. My little girls wanted to be Ghostbusters after we saw the 84 movie and the cartoons. Or it was a hella sexist time, so we are told we are not allowed. The 2016 movie was an FU to that noise, and that plus Leslie Jones and Kate McKinnon. Why I enjoy it. Well, let me put it this way. Do us a favor. Go watch it, then stay with that goddamn garbage. Because I'm definitely not staying with that one. Frozen Empire. Maybe it's going to be better than Afterlife. Maybe not. At least Afterlife were respectful to the originals, and that's what counts. Because it was a difference. At least they were very respectful to the original material. And despite the woke or retarded garbage that we saw there, insufferable actors like that girl and the waitress, they're two insufferable ones that I just... And the Stranger Things kid, which did not work as well as they thought it would. But anyway, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night. And remember, fuck you, YouTube.